Once we all start our journey on the path of life, it's very natural for us to feel like we are lost. It's very natural for us to feel like we are stuck. Why exactly do we feel like this? What happens? What is it that we have to do in order to pull ourselves out of this? And what is it that we do to get here? That's exactly what we'll be talking about today. I'm Harsha Nagaraj. Welcome back. Feeling stuck, feeling as if the world has come to an end and your career has come to an end is the most natural feeling most of us feel by doing just one particular activity or work for close to a decade. That happened even to me. That happens to everyone. Most of the time what happens is we continue to pursue, we continue to put our energy, we continue to put our body, mind, and intellect into this one work that we do. And we pursue this work day and night. But we resist growth. We resist learning from people. We say no to change. We do not accept things even though they come to us at the right time. And why does this happen? It's because the ego comes in place. When you're not ready to grow, you're just not ready to grow. You're not ready to interact with people. You're not ready to collaborate with people. You just feel like each and everything that you wish for, each and every activity that you can do can be done by you and you yourself alone. And as a result of which, what happens? You start isolating yourself from everyone around you. You turn inwards, you look within, you start building your own walls around you. And once you start building your own walls around yourself, you start alienating yourself from each and everyone who's around you. You become very narrow-minded. Once you start, when you start to grow, it is very, very important that you keep pushing yourself, keep pushing the boundaries, keep updating your knowledge base, read, learn, and keep up with what is happening with the outside world. It's total crap. I completely agree. A lot of dirt is happening on the outside, but we are still a part of a society. We are still part of people around us. We have a community. We have people around us. You have to keep up with the current affairs. You have to keep up with whatever is happening. But that shouldn't stress you. You keep up with everything that is happening around you. Why? Because that is the way for you to push boundaries inside yourself. How? You take this as as something that will help you to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Once you start getting comfortable with whatever is happening with you, that's the end of your journey. Once you start missing out on the growth, which is the very purpose for which you started something, whatever action or whatever activity, whatever work it may be. See, each and every one of us start a particular work that we do or the particular passion we pursue, and then we start to streamline ourselves and dedicate all our time and energy into doing this work. But once we start this work, once this passion gets converted into career and whatnot, if you stop missing the bigger picture and just doing one particular thing, by not upgrading yourself, by not continuously pursuing growth, you feel stuck. You have to push boundaries. You have to break barriers in order for you to reach where you're supposed to reach. Everyone is comfortable with where they are. You can definitely be comfortable doing whatever you're doing, and you can do that till you die. But deep down, even you know that this is not just the only thing that you want. You know what you're capable of. There's like an immense, energy within you, and then you can do hundreds of things. But you can't do all the 100 things at once. You have to start by doing one perfectly. You finish it, forget it, and then you move on to the next one. What most of us do is, once we start working on something, we stick to that work day and night, and we do not see what lies beyond that. This is one thing which also makes us feel like, okay, there's a lot of mental pressure within us. We just do one activity and we keep doing that every single day for like 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. And by the time you reach there, you would have, you've completely ignored a lot of other things because you just focused on one particular thing. And the result of which, what happens, you feel like you're lost. Why? You did not keep up with all the changes that happened. This keeping up with the changes that is happening outside, it shouldn't be stressful. It should become a habit for you. Once you start to update yourself, once you start to evolve, once you start to grow along with the changes that are happening in the outside world, everything becomes simple. Life becomes simple. Since you're not ready to accept, since you're not ready to grow, since you're not ready to take that one step that is very essential for you to feel free, you feel stuck over there. How difficult can it be? Maybe you lose 1 year. Doesn't matter. You have 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of your life up ahead. It's good if you sacrifice 1 year. If you're confused, take a break for 1 year. Figure out everything, but just don't become lazy during that point of time. Work day and night. Gain clarity and then pursue and go ahead with whatever you want to. Instead of this, not taking a break and just pushing yourself day and night, doing the same thing monotonous, in a monotonous way. And then as a result of which frustration sets in. And once the frustration sets in, what can I say? Life becomes really miserable. You feel like you're stuck doing every particular day, doing the same activity that you're doing. You have to change this mindset. Doing the same action, doing the same activity every day, it's not boring. It is a sign of perseverance. To gain perfection and to reach a level of mastery in any particular branch of knowledge or the work that you pursue takes years. It literally takes years and years to reach that level of perfection. Once you reach that level of perfection, you start teaching the same to the ones who really crave these, whatever knowledge, whatever practices, whatever experiences, and whatever skills that you possess. But do not stop there. You teach the skill, you teach the knowledge that you have mastered to the one who comes seeking for that. But you disengage from that and then you start learning something new. Most of you feel you're stuck because you just keep on doing the same thing, but you forget to upgrade yourself. You do not grow ahead by, accumulating more experiences and more knowledge. New experiences, new knowledge, having and wanting new experiences and wanting new knowledge is the basic right of being a human. You possess a human mind, you possess a human body. And the basic right of knowledge, the basic right of growth is very, very essential. You have to fulfill it. This is not something that someone else can do for you. You have to do this for yourself. To grow, to update yourself intellectually, just not updating your the operating system on your phone or on your laptop. No, you have to upgrade here. Constantly, you have to keep feeding to keep this fresh, to keep this alive, to keep this active. If you do not start this process of keeping this fresh, alive, and active, definitely it will start to rust. And once this is not fed the right knowledge, it just goes everywhere. And because of this, what happens? You end up doing the actions, you end up doing the work that does not resonate with you on the inside. And once you start doing work that does not resonate with who you are on the inside, you'll feel like you're stuck. The best way for you to feel and pull yourself out of this is start making yourself uncomfortable. How? Accept growth as a way of life. Each and every day, never ever miss an opportunity to learn something new. Learning something new is the only way to keep yourself fresh, alive, and active. The day you stop learning is the day you bury yourself. You may be physically alive, you may be mentally, active, but you'll be dead on the inside. Why? This learning process has stopped. Once the learning process stops, you feel stuck. Continue with the learning process, and most importantly, upgrade yourself. Acquire those skills, start reading those books and practices, and start doing those practices which helps you turn closer and closer towards your own self. I agree, it's a difficult process, coming from different backgrounds and coming from different walks of life. It may be difficult for you to allot time for each and every actions that you do, but this is how it is. You have no other option. You have to devote time, you have to devote energy. 1 hour, 2 hours in a day. You have to. There's no choice. This is not a matter of a question. No, this is your time connecting to your own self. This is the basic gift that you have to give yourself every single day. You feed yourself 3 times a day. Feed yourself here at least once a day. If you don't feed yourself here once a day, it doesn't matter if you eat 3 times a day, it's totally useless. When you feed yourself here every single day, just 1 or 2 meals in a day will be more than sufficient. Why? Because this is complete. There is completeness over here. This whole concept of mindfulness, what's been coined post-pandemic, it was there, for decades and years together. Be aware of what you're doing. And at the same time, do not miss out on the opportunity to learn, explore, most importantly, listen to others, read from other people's experiences and grow. If you block yourself from all these things, naturally you'll start feeling okay, you're stuck in your life. Growth is the very, very basic necessity of being a human. And if you deprive yourself of growth, you will never ever feel free in your life. Push barriers, break barriers, take time for yourself, devote time for yourself, and see how you will feel internally and how the glow from the inside will be radiated through your facial expressions and through your eyes to the world. I hope this brings some kind of clarity to you. Do let me know how you felt in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.